Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to give you a quick pitching report for a couple of games. But first off, how you doing today, Ross?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself, Dex?
I'm doing all right. Let's get right to this game between the Tigers and the Indians. And might I add, first, congratulations yesterday on your Indians pick. They practically swept the Tigers 7-0. So good one on that one, Ross.
Thank you very much, Dex.
All right, now, Ross, the Tigers are going to be calling up on their American League Cy Young winner, Max Scherzer. But I think that he's actually far from displaying that type of gameplay that he did last season. Now, could you elaborate a little bit more on his recent form and what he's been producing as of late?
Well, his numbers aren't as dominant as they were a season ago, but they're still pretty darn good nonetheless. He's gone 19-9 against the money this season with a pretty solid 3.26 ERA. The Tigers' ace has been ineffective, though, over his last three starts, posting a lofty 5.78 ERA in those outings, and all three of those games went over the total. He struggled a bit against the Indians this season as well. He's gone 1-2 against the money versus the Tribe with a lofty 4.82 ERA and 1.72 whip.
Now, as for the Indians, they're going to be giving the nod to Trevor Bauer, who's had a nice run in his most recent starts. But how about you give us the 4-1-1 on his recent performances so far?
Sure. Bauer has gone 4-0 against the money in his last four starts with a stellar 2.59 ERA, and that includes his last two outings in which he did not allow any earned runs. He's also been solid all season long at Progressive Field in Cleveland, going 8-3 against the money, Dex, with a very good 3.07 ERA. So he matches up very well against Max Scherzer tonight.
All right, so what type of present do you have here for us? I mean, which hurler are you going to lean towards in this matchup?
Well, it's desperate times right now for the Indians, Dex, as I mentioned yesterday when we had our discussion. Even with yesterday's win, they find themselves 4 games out of the final wild card spot in the American League. But that's going to bring some urgency on tonight, I believe. And I like the way Bauer has looked over his last couple starts. He's been steady at home all season. And Max Scherzer, he needs to return to good form before I'm willing to lay a road favorite price on him on the money line. So I'm probably going to surprise a lot of people out there by taking Trevor Bauer as my betting edge tonight over Max Scherzer.
All right, good stuff. Now let's look at the pitchers that are coming from the Cardinals and the Brewers. Now today, the Cardinals are actually getting back Michael Wacha after having him on the DL for about 60 days due to a right shoulder strain. Now, since we haven't seen him on the mound for a while, what can you tell us about his production prior to this injury, Ross?
Well, his production was pretty good, Dex. I mean, in 15 starts, he posted a stellar 2.79 ERA. Unfortunately, he's gone a dismal 0-7 against the money on the road this season, despite the fact he posted a respectable 3.40 ERA in those 7 starts. He probably deserved a lot better fate than that 0-7 money line record would indicate. You know, Dex, it's always tough to gauge a pitcher after he comes off the DL after an extended period of time and seeing his first action since doing so. So this is a tough one for me as far as Michael Wacha goes.
All right. Now the Brew Crew, they're calling on Willie Peralta, who's actually having a pretty solid season, but that was actually prior to his 2 recent starts. Now, how do you think he's going to respond in tonight's matchup?
Well, I think he stands a chance of responding pretty well, Dex. He's gone 3-0 against the money versus the Cardinals this season, and he's done so by showing excellent form, a 1.35 ERA in those 3 starts versus St. Louis. He's also gone a very profitable 11-3 against the money at home the past 2 seasons when he's facing a team with a winning record like he has tonight. So he'll have some degree of confidence working for him, despite the fact he's posted that monster 14.63 ERA over his past 2 starts.
All right, so I'm kind of getting an idea of where you might be going with this one, but, you know, who's your pick for this game?
Well, due to the fact that Michael Wacha will be making his first start since June 17th, and also the fact that Wiley Peralta has had some success against the Cardinals in 2014, I'm going to give a slight edge to the Brewers' right-hander Wiley Peralta over Michael Wacha tonight. You know, the edge would be much larger, Dex, but I'm still just a little bit leery by the ineptness that Peralta has shown in his last 2 starts.
All right, good stuff, my man. Thank you once again for all that valuable insights, and we'll talk again tomorrow.
I look forward to it, Dax. You have a wonderful day.
Likewise, you too, and everybody that's watching as well. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.